DC's Ward 8 is facing a race like no other. The former D.C. councilmember Trayon White ousted earlier this year over federal bribery charges, now trying to get his council seat back. But even if he wins, new rules could make it easier to kick him out yet again. Attorney Chris Murray joining us now to break down what this election means and how it could affect voters. Let's talk about this, because this was not just a censure, if you will. This were their criminal charges. You could argue the same for the executive of the United States.
Sure. I guess you could. But here, this is what these council rule changes are doing is simply acknowledging what's really potentially going to happen here, right? Which is Mr. White might win re-election to the Ward 8 seat that he was just expelled from. And the council rules to expel a member, they're really complicated. They require like an independent investigation. There's got to be a report. There's got to be a hearing. And I think all the council's trying to do is say, hey, if we've still got the same reason to expel you after you get elected back up here, we don't want to have to go through all of that again.
So how do they make this? Is this something that they have to bring up as referendum for the people to vote on? Or can they, as a council, say these are our rules in chamber and we can vote to change them?
Yes, the council can change its own rules for this. It's kind of like, so Congress has the ability to expel its own members. The D.C. Council has similar ability. They can make the rules for doing that.
All right. We're looking at pictures there of Trayon White. If you look at the polling for Ward 8, Chris, he's a very popular person, very likely that he will win that re-election. What happens now? Do they need to change these rules before he's re-elected? Can that still be made if he's, say, in office again?
Well, remember, Mr. White's trial on the bribery charges that he's facing is going to be in January of 2026. So if he's elected in the interim, the council has already decided to expel him once based on the charges. They may do that again, or they might decide to wait and see how his trial goes, because if he's found innocent, of course, I think some folks on the council might change their mind.
Yeah, and I bring up, we talk about the president, right? He is a convicted felon, and I don't know how those rules differ from a legislative, local municipality to the executive of the country, but there's got to be, there's due process. There's the expectation that he's innocent until proven guilty. So these are things that are inherent in the fabric of our society.
They are. And so, look, at the end of the day, if the voters in Ward 8 decide to send Mr. White back, I think they're sending a message to the D.C. Council that at least until these charges are proven in a court of law, that the voters don't put too much stock in them.
Are you surprised by these rules in a local municipality like in D.C., or is this something that you would see across the country in similar cities?
No, I think in big cities, right? Look, what's he accused of? He's accused of taking bribes related to his job. That's really serious if it's true, right? So in almost any major municipality, a city council is going to kick out somebody with decision-making authority if they're proven to have taken bribes related to their job.
Yeah, I think you could say that there are two investigations, right, which is, I assume, what the rules had said, the administrative investigation and then the criminal investigation. They can run parallel, but it looks as though they're looking to fine-tune, make them a little bit easier were this to happen again. It's not unheard of before. We had seen similar allegations against a former council member and mayor of this city, so clearly this is something that they're looking to avoid. Chris, we appreciate your insight from the legal side today.
Hey, it's always my pleasure, Marina. Take care.